I receive a lot of letters from bench rest shooters, probably for maybe, especially the past 3 years. And I always felt badly because I never talk about bench rest rifles, so I thought I'll get a hold of one. I have a bit of a story about this particular rifle. This is a Wichita rifle. If you're a bench rest shooter, you'll know all about it. I don't know that much about bench rest rifles. All I know is that this one shoots to one hole. It's far more accurate than I'll ever be. But here's the cool thing about this action, and I think it's called the Wichita Mini. So a few years ago, I actually had the same action in a different rifle, but I didn't really know what I owned, and I sold it. But that rifle came with a box of parts. And so I kept that box of parts. Actually, I forgot I had it. And then one day I was going through my belongings and I found these bolts. And I have 2 of them, you can see. And these bolts are quite different from anything that I'm aware of. Although there are many different types of bench rest rifles, I don't think anybody but the Wichita uses this system, which I'll show you in a couple of minutes. And again, the objective of bench rest shooting is to accomplish the smallest possible group. And I can imagine with a rifle like this is 6 ppc, which I gather is kind of maybe a vintage bench rest round. I'm not sure about that. Maybe people use it. Anyway, I like it a lot. I got this excellent Sako Ammunition, which I actually had to wait months for. They call it racehead. You know, I won't bore you with all the details of the ballistics and so on. You can look all that up. I really wanted to just, out of respect for the bench resters that write me, talk about this shooting discipline that's, I would say, not that well known. But it's a fantastic way to go shooting, just because you're using an instrument that can accomplish accuracy that most people would actually not believe is possible. Anyhow, let's go to the rifle just because it's here. So first of all, you'll notice the yellow stock. You definitely won't lose this rifle in the grass. I don't know, I think there are other colors underneath this one, and there's some cracks on this action in the wood or in the polymer. It could be graphite. I think it's fiberglass. It has this flattened section at the front. This is just a piece of foam, sort of not really the best setup. You know, I tend to cover a lot of ground, so I don't become an expert at things. I just kind of learn and then maybe don't get the best equipment. But although this rifle I think is excellent. So the flat section there, and here's the bolt. And you can see this one is polished and these are not polished. This is fitted for the 6mm PPC, and you can see this is for 223. So this I could actually use for the 300 Blackout, and that whole family of 222 base cartridges. And the loading is so unique. So you just drop it in like that. So if some of you are hand loaders, then doesn't that look like a shell holder? And I guess it is a shell holder. So the cartridge is part of the bolt, which I think is fantastic. And you definitely never lose your brass with this rifle. I think I mentioned already the trigger is like 3 ounces or something like that. So the first few shots, they were going all over the place. Anyhow, then you insert the bolt just like that. And somebody will ask me about the scope. This is just an old Leopold, but you would never know that it's very old because it's perfectly suitable. I don't know how far they shoot with the 6 ppc. It could be 200 or 300 yards. Anyway, whatever I shoot seems to be right on. You know, I like shooting glasses, but they always fog up. I don't know, it must be a lot of water coming out of my head or something, but we'll take a shot and you'll see. Oh, the other thing about this stock, maybe I'm built oddly or something, but I can't really get lined up with this thing. So if it looks weird, that's what it is. But we'll take a shot and you'll see how it works. Oh, you know, this is just incredible. I think I've fired 5 or more rounds, the same target. And there's just one black spot. All the bullets they're following each other in. Anyway, let's unload this puppy so you'll see. You open, and there's your brass. And then you can collect it, it slides out, and reload. And that's really all there is to know about this rifle. It's extremely simple operation. I probably, for myself, will try to make the trigger pull a little heavier unless I improve at this. The rifle's, like I said, definitely more accurate than I am. And we'll do another video, but for now, that's my introduction to bench rest for you. Discipline, I think everyone should try this. It's kind of a revelation what you can accomplish with this rifle, and this is not thousands and thousands of dollars, although you can spend thousands. I know a guy, Joe Ponto, who builds these guns. He runs a company called RPS Precision or RPS International. You can find them online. And the guys routinely drop 6 or 7 grand into their bench rest rifles. Anyway, I'm always talking too much, but I thought I just have to show you this rifle. Not a British Express rifle, not a 22 semi-auto, but extraordinary. And if you just like shooting paper targets, you may as well go to something that is this supremely accurate. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care till then. Bye. We just looked at the incredibly accurate Wichita Mini. This is a Warburger made in Sweden. It's also 6 ppc. This works in a more conventional way, so we'll just do some shooting. It does have a rotary magazine, but I'll tell you about the rifle in a minute. The rotary magazine kind of works, but it's not quite straightforward, so we'll just get our shooting glasses on and take a shot or two here, and then I'll talk about the rifle. I mean, it's the same thing with this rifle. You can see it ejects the case, unlike the Wichita. So, I mean, I'm target shooting, so I don't mind just shooting one at a time. Ejection's positive. The trigger is fantastic, and as you know, I'm not a student of triggers, but it's just, these are amazing rifles. Yeah, this is effortless. You can look like a real hero with a rifle like this. So now I'll tell you about the stock. This stock is a USOG original. It's off a Remington 700 ADL. The stock that arrived, I bought this kind of off of a picture on the web, and it was blocky, and it was cracked, and it was terrible. More work to repair it than to fit the ADL stock. Also, this has sort of a sporter look to it. You can see I had to do some kind of work on the bottom just to get it to all work. It's not really finished, but it sure shoots like a house on fire. You load the rotary magazine, like clunk, 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 clunk. This releases the rounds. It'll spit them out. And I'll just show you the name of the rifle in case you're looking for one of these. I don't think they're easy to find. Made in Sweden, Warburger. And what is this? This is a Tasco Scope. And actually, there's absolutely nothing wrong with this scope. It's 6 to 24. So I've been shooting on 12 power. It seems like a lot of magnification to me. Anyway, we'll take another shot. You just wouldn't believe the accuracy of these guns. And I don't know if you caught that, but it feeds very slick. It's very good. Yeah, just another routine bullseye. So fantastic. There were some little details. If you're doing something like this, you know, getting little things like the bolt release to fit in the stock takes a bit of work, but you don't want to hear about all that stuff. For the people that shoot bench rest, because I guess this really isn't a bench rest rifle, more of a varmint rifle. I'm probably doing all kinds of things wrong, but I wanted to show you these rifles and show you the 6 PPC, which is just accurate beyond belief. I'm sure it's been replaced by something more accurate now. I just don't know. Maybe we'll make more videos. Let me know what you think. And definitely send me your experiences and your comments. All right, thanks for watching. We'll continue on the next video. Take care.